like timing when you talk about things you could have done a little differently, or
It was more just I think the receiver could have, like Sam could have ended up cutting his route a little bit sooner, trying to pull off that corner off of him a little bit, or pull the corner with him. I could have done a better job looking down the middle of the field, keeping my eyes there to try and not have that corner fall off so soon. So there's a little bit of things that we could have done better on that play. But again, when you get a look like that, you get an opportunity. We want to be able to take our shots, and that was one of the bullets that we used.
I'm going to ask something that maybe I had just heard, but hopefully I'm not asking a question out of turn. Did you get a chance to speak at the church service that they had at Carver Hawkeye Arena a couple of weeks ago?
I did not. That was Hank Brown.
Oh, that was Hank. That was
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I know that just the quarterback room as a whole is like, the faith seems to be an important part for you guys, and I see a lot of pictures together with the Jesus One shirts. Mm-hmm. Has that been something that's always been a part of your picture, your journey, your personal growth, development, you as a person?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in a faith-based household with learning the Catholic faith all growing up, and when I got to college, then I kind of strayed away from that, and I got hurt my freshman year, and I kind of was questioning a lot of things, and then I kind of turned back to faith, turned back to Jesus, and really kind of found my faith again. And ever since then, I've been really close to that. I've done a lot of things for FCA, which is Fellowship of Christian Athletes, back at SDSU. I mean, last night, me and some of the receivers and a couple of quarterbacks ended up going to AIA, which is Athletes in Action, last night. I just think it's such an important thing to involve faith into the football, and how great those things tie together. Isn't really, at the end of the day, Jesus, why we always wear those shirts. Jesus won the big fight already. So no matter what we do, we can go out there and just play free and play for the glory of God.
Is Catholicism still where you connect with most?
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why is it that, like, specifically the quarterback room seems to have kind of rallied around that? Maybe the other rooms have, and I just haven't seen those pictures out yet. But why is it that the quarterbacks seem to really connect with that way?
I think there's always a part in the Bible is that we got to continue to share the glory of God, continue to share it, and I feel like just the QB room itself has been really close this past year, and we've all gotten really close together since a lot of guys everyone's new in the room pretty much. So continuing to just kind of share the word of God, and we're all outspoken, extroverted people, so we just want to continue to do what we can on that side of things.
How does Hecklinski being your backup? Maybe you got asked this already, but what has he done the last few weeks to really put himself right behind you?
Yeah,
in case something happens.
I mean, he's had a great couple weeks, and I didn't really practice that bye week that we had. I was just trying to rehab, get recovered, and he's been just doing a really great job of taking the opportunities that are given to him, and when he's out there taking shots, and he's completing great balls, and he's making plays out there, and he's playing with a little bit of confidence, a little bit of swagger, which is really fun to see, and I think he's just going to continue to improve. I mean, he's only a redshirt freshman, so it's been really fun to watch.
we hear a little bit about that swagger basically every time he gets brought up. Like, do you have an example of that off the top of your head where he made like a confident throw, or like I know he can just kind of zip it in there? Like,
yeah, I mean, I think it just has to do with his arm talent and kind of how he approaches every single play. That even if he maybe has like messes up or something like that, he comes back and like he's ready to sling it again. Like there's no question about it. And I think part of the swagger too is sometimes he's out there just making throws that everyone's just like, why the heck did you make that throw? Oh, it's completed. You know what I mean? So it's like some of that things are, he has so much confidence in himself that he's going to go out there and make plays. And when you have that confidence, you end up doing it.
With the coaching changes going on at Penn State, do you expect like an inspired effort this Saturday from them? And what?
I don't expect like anything more than that they've been doing. I mean, they're a great team. They have great coaches, great offensive coordinator, great defensive coordinators. I don't think that they're going to really change much. I think they're going to keep doing what they're doing. They just got to clean up a little bit of different things, and we're expecting a good team to come in on Saturday and play at Kinnick.
How did you come out of Saturday feeling, physically on Sunday?
I felt pretty good. I mean, I didn't really get hit too much except for the last quarterback run to end the game. But I felt really good coming out of it. Another day getting better, and today we had practice out there and practiced the whole practice. So it's just, again, getting steps in the right direction, staying in the rehab room, trying to improve in every which way.
Do you feel like you can play the way you want to play right now?
Last week we were kind of limited in certain – we were limited in certain things. I got to check Spider-Man. We were limited in certain things. We didn't do as much QB run last week. But, again, having another week to recover, having another week to continue to stay in the rehab room, do treatments, hopefully we can get that QB run game going a little bit this week.
Do you think the brace is going to be on the rest of the year?
Probably will. I've played with it for 3 years before that. I wore it for the first game this year, but then I was just like, you know what? I don't need it anymore. I'm just going to let go of it, and
Of course.
all of a sudden that happened. So I ended up bringing it back, and I don't think it affects my play. It doesn't make me slower or anything like that. So I'm just going to continue to wear it and just be confident with it.
What's it take from you to kind of play through injury and have the grit to do that?
You know, it's always tough because you got to just take the time and take the effort to really be in the training room and take time out of your day from doing things that you maybe want to be doing, or maybe spending time watching film while you're doing treatments. So it's just kind of doing as much things as you can to get yourself back. But I want to be on the field playing with the guys as much as I can, and if I'm good to go, then I'm good to go, and I'm going to fight through any pain that I have to. But we were always talking too that if I wasn't going to be ready, that I was going to let the coaches know. I wasn't going to try and go out there and not play to the best of my abilities. But I felt good this past week, and I was ready to go.
How good is it to know that you crushed a rival the way you did and ran the ball the way you did, but yet you probably looked at the film and went, man, we left that out there, and I'm sure a couple of the field goal drives are like,
Yeah.
how did that happen? But is it good as a competitor, as a player, that we still got a lot of room to grow and we still were able to do that too?
Yeah, and that's the thing that I'm happy about, and one of our last, I can't remember what the score was at this point, but it was one of the last field goals that we had. I mean, our offense came off the field really frustrated, and we put together a good drive on that, came out with 3 points, but we want more. We want to execute better. There's so many little things that we can continue to do better. I mean, that score could have been even more, or even an even wider margin. But we got to continue to work on those little things, execute at a higher level, and when we get those opportunities, we got to convert. And it was a fun game. It was awesome to beat a rival like that. But again, just like you said, there's some little things that we look back at the film and we're like, I wish we could have done that better. We could have put up a lot more points.
When you look at the run game, and I take it you probably, in your pre-snap, you could go either side in a lot of these plays, whether it's zone stretch or slant or whatever. How comfortable are you now at looking, reading, and then flipping, and then everybody working in sync? How often does it work well, I should say?
I think it's been working well, really well this year. And this spring, it was kind of a new concept to me, and I really liked it. And it's part of what NFL offenses are. And from the start of the season to now, we've kind of progressed to multiple level reads on all the run plays, all the pass plays, or not the pass plays, but when you're like checking and canning to different plays, doing audibles, which has been really beneficial to me. It's been beneficial to the team because I'm able to put ourselves into the best situation possible. A coach has a confidence in me that I'm going to be able to go out there and call the 2 plays that we have maybe and put us in the best situation to be successful. And I feel like we did a great job of that on Saturday, and I have been doing that the past couple weeks. Great.